But another thing happened today in that Marjorie Taylor Greene is backing Kevin McCarthy, which of course tells us, sadly, that we cannot trust Marjorie Taylor Greene in any way. And again, listen, she's entertaining, she's kooky, she's boisterous. I'm not going to turn it down. It's good TV. It gives me the value that politics tends to give me. But I got to tell you, Ali Alexander seems pretty pissed at Marjorie Taylor Greene. And right before I went live, not too long before it, he started trending on Twitter after saying that he was going to release evidence that Marjorie Taylor Greene was convicted of a crime. I want to talk about Ali Alexander. I don't like Ali Alexander. I think my record is pretty effing clear on not liking Ali Alexander in any way. But he's so entertaining, man. You cannot discount the level of entertainment that this guy brings to the stage. And I want to hear what he had to say. So let's hear what is causing such a ruckus that Right Wing Watch tweeted this clip and said, Ali Alexander is threatening to release evidence that Marjorie Taylor Greene committed a crime that will get her expelled from Congress. I will not suffer this harlot. I will not be taught vows of loyalty and commitment from a whore. Possibly the best part about this clip is that Ali Alexander calls Marjorie Taylor Greene a whore repeatedly. Now, I don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe in judging people for their sex life because the people who all and this is actually going to tell us a lot about Ali Alexander, I suspect, at some point, because the people who judge other people for their sex life, one of two things is true. Either they are the kinkiest mother effers on the planet, or they're not having sex at all and they're incels and they're jealous that other people actually have a sex life. Universally. Anyone you see on the internet that's like putting people through these purity tests or like raking them over the coals for maybe they had an affair or they did this or they did that or they're into things that you don't understand or the people who do that are always universally either into really kinky shit or they're incels themselves, and that's why they're so jealous, because they're wishing that they could be having sex like the people that they're making fun of. Anyway, that's a different discussion for a different day. Let's listen to what Ali Alexander had to say.
I will not suffer this harlot. I will not be taught vows and loyalty, commitment from a whore. You have got me mistaken for some damn fool, and a fool Ali Alexander has never been called. In the coming days, I'm going to reveal that Marjorie Taylor Greene, in my summation and the summation of lawyers, committed a crime. That crime is going to be handed to the state of Georgia. And the state of Georgia will decide whether they adjudicate that crime or not. The House Ethics Committee and House Rules must expel Marjorie Taylor Greene when this evidence comes to light. Ho, go home. I am done with you. You are lukewarm. I am spitting you out of my mouth. You played me and no more.
Well, that was nice, wasn't it? That was nice.
Everyone will know about your drunken nights because the consultants who have drunk with you will have to choose whether they fear me or whether they fear you. And they fear me, Marge.
Marge.
They fear me a lot more than they fear you.
Now, Ali Alexander, for as long as I've known who this asshole was, Ali Alexander has always been one of those people whose bark is, quite frankly, a lot worse than his bite. But I will say this for Ali Alexander. Ali Alexander is one of the people that the January 6th committee was coming after, and they didn't end up mentioning him at all in the final report. So Ali Alexander does know people. Ali Alexander absolutely has a metric ton of connections behind the scenes. I mean, he's working with Kanye West. He's connected with Alex Jones. He is connected with all of these like America First influencer circles. I'm not suggesting he doesn't have connections. I am suggesting that he overstates the impact of his connections quite frequently. However, I want to know what Marjorie Taylor Greene did on a drunken night with consultants. I mean, she did get divorced recently. Now, is that going to rise up to the level of a crime? I tend to doubt it very strongly. And Skidmark says, not that it amuses me, but is that not slander? Oh, I mean, yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene could probably sue Ali Alexander for defamation if there's no there there. The question is, does she want to? Because that's a whole other rigmarole. Like, I can sue like 15 people on the internet at least for defamation, and I would win. But there's a whole other set of considerations that are at play there. Skidmark also says, LOL, okay, maybe that's not slander. Well, if Ali Alexander comes out and accuses Marjorie Taylor Greene of crimes that he can't prove that she committed, it could be. Kino Reviews, Ali is probably a former lover of Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, I doubt that strongly. I think he's gay. I could be wrong about that. I don't know that for sure, but I think he's, yeah, they're all fucking gay. All of them. All of them. All of that, whether they admit it or not. So I'm going to just be keeping an eye on this. And I got to tell you guys, Telegram is one of my low-key, like, guilty pleasures. The bowels of Telegram. And Ali Alexander has a Telegram group that, like, I check in on every once in a while. He has been ragging on Marjorie Taylor Greene for, like, a while now. So this is not new. Ali Alexander, this is not dislike. This is not annoyance. Ali Alexander hates Marjorie Taylor Greene. And so let's just keep an eye on what's going on here, because I think that that's going to be a fun little story for us. All right, guys, please mount that like button if you have not already. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I do go live at 5 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and coming tomorrow, Friday, on my main channel, because we're bringing Happy Hour back to my main channel tomorrow.